Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Germany. This is season 3, round 6 for the German Grand Prix. I am Astro. I'm here with Fife. What's going on, Fife?
Hey, good evening. The scene is not switched. I don't know if you're aware, but welcome everyone to Germany. Thanks for joining us for round 6 tonight.
The scene I have upstream looks
There
like
it
it's
goes. It just switched now.
my bad. Maybe there's a bit of delay there, but
Very far back, I think. So I apologize. That's on my bad here. I'm gonna minimize. I'll pop the chat out, minimize the screen so it doesn't distract me.
no worries. Oh, there we go. Okie dokie, guys. Well, welcome to qualifying. We are here in Germany. Lovely 2.8 mile track, 17 turns. We were here not too long with the Tier 2 guys and the F25 guys. Excuse me, the F25 guys, actually. But we will see who exits the pits first. Fife, I'm looking forward to Germany. I've done a lot of time watching races on this track, so I'm really hyped to see these guys tonight. What are you thinking?
It's absolutely one of my favorite tracks. The high-speed turns here, the little S section there. I don't know if this qualifies as the next section, but I just love Germany. It was one of the first tracks where I felt like I actually got into the groove. Man, everyone's coming out.
Everyone's out. I mean, everyone just boom, 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 boom. They are ready to go, man. We will see. Let's get a little feel for Babushka first here.
A lot of people went out on hard.
Oh, excuse me, tact, yeah. Some mediums, some hards. Some better angles here. Oh, Germany. So some good overtaking spots into the this little hairpin section. I think we're gonna see a lot of battles. And the DRS zones are just crazy. I mean, there's a decent amount of straights here that are really, really fun to see a lot of action. So with these guys all out on a hot lap, what do we think? Who do we think is in contention here to try to push Gore out of the standings? I know he is sitting atop the pole here in the Tier 1 Championship with, I believe, not far behind. I'll pull up the stats behind me.
Second at 91 points.
Rogue in second with 91. There we are. Ruda with 51 points, also in the McLaren, sitting third. Borat and Figlin in the Williams sitting behind them at fourth and fifth, respectively. Only 2 points between those two guys, but Gore has a pretty significant lead up top. I cannot lie. That's 109 points with the second close being 87. You set yourself up for a pretty solid, pole position.
Well, he's on a podium streak. He has not missed the podium yet this season. 5 in a row for him.
Wow.
2 wins, a second, and a third, and I'm not sure what the fifth one was. But honestly, I'd like to see it shook up tonight. I want to see someone challenge Cole. I don't want to see him ride off into the sunset alone anymore. I'm hoping tonight maybe Boring can get involved.
Definitely interesting to see a lot of these names in these guys.
His name.
Oh, Born.
Tripsa.
Tripsa. Tripsa, excuse me.
So I would like to see them
Yeah, no,
go at it again tonight.
definitely. There's a lot of Tier 1 is always watching these guys race is always really competitive, which is very cool. Cub's gonna go put the first lap up right there with 11.8. Borat following right behind him is gonna set an 11.7. Take pole position away from him with the first lap as we wait for the rest of the pack to set track times. Ruda coming in the McLaren at 119 on the hards though, so we'll have to see what that kind of looks like for him and what strategy they look to be going out. I mean, do you go back out on the mediums and try to sit back the pack with the hard stop? What do you think the reasoning behind that is, Fife?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, that's a lot of times, like, I don't know, you have all these like mental games. Like, hear these guys play a lot. Okay, well, go for the back of the pack, just ride the hards in quali just to sit back and let everybody else die, and then you ride it out. It's kind of funny to see.
Chat is saying that I am extremely quiet.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna turn myself up.
I will go into. It might be Discord. I think Discord tried to do this last week, because of.
Oh no! Do you have the Discord bug? Do I sound extremely quiet in your ears, or do I sound normal?
You sound normal to me, but it might be chat, like Discord in chat, because a streamer mode. But we'll try this. We'll make sure that this is working. So we go ahead and talk for me.
Hello, guys. Hopefully that is better.
Well, we'll try that, guys. Let me know if that is louder. If not, I can go in. Nope, nothing. What the heck? Okay.
That is strange. Let me make sure that nothing is wrong on. Okay. I sound great on my stream. I just heard myself on my stream.
Okay, it might be mine then.
Very strange.
Yeah, I don't know why. Let's see. Sorry about this, guys. Sounds far away, like he's from a phone. That's really funny.
That sucks for me.
I know that does suck. We're gonna get it fixed though. Yes. No. Yes. So, but.
So, what happened to Tripsa? We're trying to figure out these audio issues, and it looks like Tripsa / Borg is out of the session. Has he? I'm not sure what happened here. Man, I'll try to keep us up to date on what's going on track right now. Alvin Jordan, he is on a hot lap for Mercedes, being followed closely behind by Toro Rosso. If I can select it, Toro Rosso up. Figlin, who is also on a hot lap, getting a little bit of a tow right now, probably.
We'll see. Fife.
Hello, guys. Any better in stream?
How? There we go. We got you fixed. Okay. For some
All right,
reason.
Blase looks like he's rolled out of his hot lap here. He's got no ERS running right now.
All right, guys, and we are back. We are back live with Fife. Everyone is here.
All right, we're good now. Oh, Common Cold is deaf now. Poor kid.
See.
All right, so if you take a look at Chipsy, he is getting ready to go out on a hot lap, actually. I thought he was coming across for one. Don't know if anyone behind is on a hot lap right now. Cookie's, oh, no, Cookie's in the gravel. He was on a hot lap, and he's in the gravel.
Let's catch up with Tact here. He is out on the hard, still sitting P9.
The Ferraris just held each other up in the hairpin. Sorry to cut you off there.
No,
I apologize. But the Ferraris in classic Ferraris fashions, have impeded each other, it looked like.
It looks like Gore, being the fastest of the two Ferraris, is going to take the lead there. He's sitting P4 with a 12.9, also out on the hards.
Harry Hotspur is about to come home on a hot lap. I'm riding along with him here.
Well, looks like
see how he does.
The other Ferrari of Righteous
Harry
Secret off track. We will check in with him. He is off. Looks like he had a bit of a moment there. Waiting
and while
for
that was
a
happening,
safe
Harry went up into
re-entry.
third. I don't know if you caught that.
Harry coming in on his first lap on the softs. Unsurprising, the guys on the softs are going faster than the guys on the hards.
Shocker.
Crazy. What an idea.
But yeah, you're going to see these fast guys stay out there on these hards, I guess. I guess they're going to go hard medium.
It's just interesting for me to see the idea, like, in quali with these guys staying out. So, like, Rogue has put in 4 laps on the hard.
Sorry to interrupt. McLaren's holding each other up now on
Yeah,
track.
it looks like these guys just want to hold everybody back. They're both on the hards as well, but still sitting P4, P6. Oh, it looks like there's a spin.
Oh, Rudda spun out. Rogue, I think Rogue had let him through. I think that's what we were seeing there. Rogue letting him through. Rogue is...
Ruda having
a
little spin there. Gore looks to be
gone in.
pitting. Yep, and he's going into the mediums. It looks like one of these silver arrows that have Jordan about to leave the pit lanes for his first lap on the medium compound tire. Blase out on his out lap right now. Almost time for that first hot lap on the softs.
Ruda just passed on his way into the pits.
Oh, and Ruda. Gotta love the McLaren banter, so to speak, as they drive here in Quali. Borat setting a new fastest lap 111.7, followed by Cubs.
No, he told me something the other day off the cuff. He told me he's going to win Germany.
Borat did, huh?
He did.
Well,
And I asked him if he thought, Gore was going to crash out, and he said it would help, but he said he doesn't need it. So
He doesn't need
we'll see what happens
some
tonight.
bold words.
I like when Borat's confident.
I love when drivers trash talk. That's what I love. That's the better of the two.
Yep.
Blase out
As long
here.
as it's respectful at the end of the day.
All right, we all had to love, right? But sometimes when you're
Yep.
behind the steering wheel, there's something that does it to you. You can't quite explain it until you're just doing it. And you
Off the Hood
you
is on a
hit
hot lap.
crash.
Blase is on a hot lap as well right now.
Yeah, Blase
Just keep
out
track of
on
who's actually
the,
on hot laps on track.
On the softs, yep. Nope, I've been following Blase as we've been chatting here. Following him. Looks like there's a yellow flag out somewhere. Maybe my game was just being... Oh, nope, Sector 3, there it is. The yellow flag goes out. Oh, so excuse me, Sector 2, Sector 3. One of the Red Bulls
And I'm
going
riding
wide.
with, trying to get a look at this racing point here, but I just can't see, there we go. That is Kriegs, and he is on a hot lap on the hards.
Krieg on the hards. Oh, gonna
he's
go a
in the
little
gravel,
wide.
too.
He's gonna
he's a
spin.
passenger.
Here he comes, hits the wall.
He's in the wall. He's backwards.
That's going to be a
Epic
yellow
crash.
flag. Safe re-entry. Hopefully
Beautiful.
he doesn't hit his teammate, that of Zeke, who is also on a hot lap, but on the softs compacted tires. This qualifying session has been pretty intense.
My stream is laggy.
Are we still looking good here? On
We look crystal, baby. We look
excellent,
great.
excellent. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, nice and clean.
Top 3 here. Sir Harry out on a hot lap. Oh, excuse me, out on an out lap. About to start his first hot lap on the soft compound, as well as Rogue on an out lap to start his attempts to go faster on the mediums. But we see again these two McLarens just don't want to leave each other alone. Somebody
They could be going for toes. This could be teamwork that we're seeing here.
Oh, I guess lining him up for his first lap, huh? But they're both out on their out lap.
Oh, okay. Well then, I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, it's totally okay. No, I mean, because I've seen their
Chipsy
tracks.
is out on a hot lap.
Right?
Chipsy
Like,
is out on a
yeah.
hot lap right now. Looks like the McLarens are starting to make a little space for each other.
That's probably the wise thing. Sir Harry actually is going to retire from the session. Don't know where. It looks like he spun out. We are on board with Ruda. Maybe we can get a glimpse here of what is going on. There he
Off the
is
hood
to
into
the
the
left.
pits.
He is going to be out for the count the rest of this.
Oh,
Quality.
Cookie's in the gravel again. But he holds it together.
That's a scary moment. That's always a scary moment there. The gravel going into some of these very fast corners. The last of the silver arrows turning turn number 16, excuse me, into 17. See where
Chipsy
he
decides
goes.
to come in rather than complete the lap.
Chipsy out on the hards. I think it's time. Everybody else just about is out on the medium to the soft, sort of the Hood and Figland. Figland actually sitting P9 currently on an out lap on the hards. Be interesting to see what
Just
kind
looks
of
like
pace
everyone's
he
going
has.
to those mediums now. Sorry
Yeah.
about that. It's
No,
I
no.
think they're going to the mediums now to get the pace, get the position early on. Go for those qualies rather than do it on the hards if nobody else is doing it.
And
Figlin though sitting in 9th on his hards.
no, yeah, sitting in 9th. So of the Hood,
Look at all the
sitting
mediums.
in 8th.
Look at all those mediums though. 0,
Oh,
0,
yeah,
0, 0 lap,
you
0
know,
lap, 0 lap, 0
we'll
lap.
see what these guys can really do. Right. Rogue actually is going to go ahead and take P3 here, putting his first lap in at an 11.88.
Ruda wasn't far behind him in 5th.
Yeah, so, and with Sir Harry out, we'll see how much time these guys can make up with him out of the session. Sitting at 11.9, Ruda has a little bit of time to make up, but nothing that I do not think a driver of his caliber could make up. We have Gore
Right, just
out.
way down in 17th. That's really surprising for me right now.
Yeah, well, he's also out on. He was out on the hards for most of this, so this is his out lap on the mediums,
True,
I
true.
believe. So unsurprising, only in the sense of he's finally out on a compound that's competitive. So we'll have to see where he ends up at the end of his first lap. Borat going into the pits. Looks like he is going on the mediums. So we'll see where he ends up there. He is headed out right now, as well as Cub also going out out lap, but he is on the softs.
Ruda's pushing again here. He's going for a hot. Oh, he's coming into the pits. He was running out of gas.
Yeah, he is on lean, currently sitting at 0.11 laps of fuel.
Blase is going for his. What about the Red Bulls?
Looks like Gore also headed out of the pits right now on the mediums of the hood on an out lap, also on the mediums. Figlin still sitting P9 with 1 lap. Doesn't find the pace to make up any of these places. We'll see if this lap is any different. Excuse me.
Figlin's going to have to pit here. He's out of fuel.
Yeah, and at 0.72.
Actually, I don't know that he is out of fuel. My SimHub does give me some bad info on fuel now and again.
Mine showing he has the fuel currently at max, but is sitting at 0.54 laps of fuel.
But the bar is full.
The bar is full.
That's what's so confusing sometimes. So
Zeke,
we'll have to wait and see.
And the Racing Point's gonna try to knock on that top 10 door here. He is sitting P12. Out on an out lap.
It's telling me Tac's in low fuel mode, but his telemetry's not on. He's not in low fuel mode. I can't tell what Tact is doing. Let's just assume he's on a hot lap.
He's running, baby. Yeah, he looks to be pushing. He's still sitting P11, 1 lap on those mediums. Probably going to see what he can do. Figlin's still holding that place. He is going to go ahead and pit here. See what he decides to do. Sitting P10, only on the hards. Good for him.
Looks like Zeke's getting ready to go for one in the Racing Point.
Yep, Zeke in the Racing Point, looking to get
Same
some
thing
of
for
those
Chipsy.
back.
Everybody's going to look. There's going to be some fast laps coming in right now. Everyone's going to be going for
yeah.
hot ones
Last
right
2 minutes. We are within the final 2 minutes of set time here, short of the grace period at the end of qualifying. We will see where we end up. Borat sitting P1, provisional pole with an 11.7. Not far behind him is Cubs that we are watching with right now. He is sitting at an 11.8, so not very far. Rogue also sitting at an 11.8, sitting what, 7 hundredths. Oh, Cubsy, Cub.
Kubali, it's Kubali.
Kubali. Cubsy, World of Warcraft. Kubale is going to go ahead and take provisional pole with an 11.72 above Borat of the 11.75. Rogue in the pits. Looks like he's going to try to make a last-ditch effort here in the last minute on the softs. Ruda sitting P5. Couldn't find that pace. Still out on the mediums on an outlap. Let's see if he can push it here in the final moments of qualifying.
I just went down to pit lane to see if I could find out what had happened to Harry during qualifying, but he's not in voice and nobody knows.
Well, looks like, as a famous man once said, some days you have good days in racing, some days you have bad days, and that there was a bad day. We will see what he can do come the race here in just a little bit.
Still in 4th, so it's not too bad for him.
At least he got in some hot laps before whatever unfortunately happened.
And both the Mercedes are trying to put in one last time here, I believe. The McLarens.
The McLaren's Rogue looked to go out. Yeah, he was really trying to push it there at the end. It looks like somebody's off the track. Looks like Kubale went a little wide there, sitting P1. Van Beets is going to retire from the section, sitting P13. 2 minutes left in quali as the racers see the checkered flag. We here get ready for an exciting race in Hockenheim. Oh man!
It's raining. Is it raining?
Oh,
I thought it was raining for a second.
It's dark. Let's see. I can go. We can go on board.
I definitely saw some rain.
Sitting here with Chipsy. P12.
I'm gonna go get a forecast.
Okie dokie. Yeah, forecast for sure. As we follow him into the pits.
We're going to have a cloudy race, Astro. A cloudy race.
Cloudy race. A cloudy race indeed. Germany, the last 10 German Grand Prix, if I'm not mistaken, have been impacted by rain. Last year was the 10th, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe we'll have an 11th here today. Who knows?
Rogue is really pushing right now.
Oh, we'll see. He's going to be one of the last guys to come in. Trying to push above P3.
Rudder's pushing really hard too. Ruta. Sorry, I always call him Rudder.
Ruta, it's okay.
Ruta. Like rutabaga.
Like
Which is another word for turnip.
Tabaga.
See, Borat, words can have two names.
Classic Canadian right there. Don't you know?
What a rutabaga.
And as they make the final few corners, sitting atop the pole will be Kublai sitting P1, Borat sitting P2, Rogue P3, Sir Harry Hotspin currently sitting P4. We'll see if that has to change.
Was that intentional, I wonder? Sir Harry Hotspin. It's Harry Hotspur.
Oh, you know.
Well, he may have had a hot spin.
He's
that caused him to retire.
Hot spin. Harry, he's hot. You know, that's what we got out of that. The top three here, the Red Bull, followed by Borat of the Williams and Rogue in the McLaren. Kublai sitting atop them all on the soft tires. We will see what he can do come race day. A lot of mediums here these guys used to see, so it'll be interesting to see really what the pace is like and what tire choices we get to start.
All these guys on medium are just going to be ahead of these guys on the softs. The softs, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Always, you know,
strategy is usually a one-stop.
Another one of those mind games, you know. Oh, it appears my game is crashing. I will relaunch. Don't know why that happened. Rejoining game. Sorry for that, guys. We will be right back. I apologize.
So I just went to pit lane, and some of these guys on the softs think they can go soft hard.
I think they can go soft hard, so
they hope to make it work soft hard.
I mean, at that point, they're kind of committed.
That's Kublai's strategy, I was just told.
So we will see Kublai on the soft hard, see if he can make those last.
Astro, are you with me?
Hello, hello.
I'm not sure what has happened to Astro, but we are on our formation lap, and it looks like let's see if everybody gets away clean here. Kind of a point of pride for Tier 2 is that we always have really good formation laps.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. What the? Hello? Hello, hello?
All right, there
All
he
right,
is.
and we are back. Sorry about that, folks.
I'm scared for a minute.
My game crashed and it stopped my mic program in the background. So I sincerely apologize for that, folks. I did hear.
I don't know if you caught what I say. Oh, you did hear.
I did hear the softs of the hard. We'll see if Kublai sitting P1 will have that lead with quite a interesting.
I had not realized he had snatched pole at the end there.
Yeah, no, Kublai did end up with a provisional pole, not provisional, with pole position. Excuse me.
Well, wunderbar.
We are going to.
I like how he's got the German helmet going on for the German Grand Prix.
Man, I don't know why my telemetry doesn't want to pull up atop my game.
Hit Alt Enter.
It is in.
Grid is reforming now. You can just get the race start.
Yeah, I see him. I see him. You
got him? Okay.
Yep. There we go.
All right. So technical. We seem to have one glitch a night here.
Yeah. No kidding.
All right, we're getting ready to go here. 34 laps to the German Grand Prix.
The lights are on, and here we go. The lights are out, and it is showtime in Germany. It looks like Kublai is going to get a good start, but so is Borat. He is going to try and take the lead. It looks like Kublai is going to hold it. Rudda in the back is going to spin out. Gore is going to take P4. Kublai actually getting overtaken by Rogue, but is going to try to keep the position. He is going to do so. Rogue falling back. Gore, P3, making up some time. Borat sitting P4. Harry sitting P5. Oh, and here we come down the back straight. It is going to 3 wide into the hairpin. Gore is looking to take the lead here. Can he? He has the outside line. Looks like Rogue and Kublai are both going to take the door and close it. Looks like Gore is actually going to take that second position back. Kublai sitting P3 and Rogue sitting P1 in the McLaren. What a hectic start to this German Grand Prix.
Babushka just hit the back of Rudder. He lost a little bit of his lead wing, but he makes the pass. I don't think he'll be able to make it stick there, though. And off the start, Rudder had a little bit of wheel spin and had a little bit of a collision with Figlin on the right-hand side on the grid. I don't think any damage was incurred.
Are on board with Babushka. He is on the tail of Rudder. Can he make the gap smaller?
He's got that yellow right wing now. He has to be careful with the braking and the turning.
It looks like he is going to try into this DRS zone here
Oh, no, Jacked! Oh, no!
Looks like...
So sorry. He spun, and he slid off, and he hit the wall. I can't tell how much damage he took. He doesn't have his telemetry on, but he dropped back 2 positions.
Looks like Blase is also going to drop some positions here. Chipsy sitting P12. Going to lose that to Jordan in the Silver Arrow. Tact still sitting P11. Nile sitting P10. Righteous sitting P9 currently in the Red Bull. And his teammate Gore sitting atop the standings in the championship, unsurprisingly, is pushing the gap of the leader of this race, Rogue, currently sitting P1.
Got some small gaps starting to form here. Babushka about a second back of Ruda. Righteous just moved up a position as well.
And it appears that Figlin and Zeke have made at least one stop already. Some damage must have occurred back there. Blase coming up to P13. Chipsy P14 now.
I'd like to point out some really good starts we had here. Nile on the first 2 laps has gained 6 position, and Tripsa has gained 8 positions. So he didn't qualify the way he wanted to. Oh my goodness there, Babushka into the back of Rudda, and he spins out.
Babushka falling back far behind the pack.
Rudda is ghosted.
Rudda appears to have some sort of technical problem. Hopefully we can get that figured out to get him back on pace. It looks like Gore and Rogue again fighting over this first place. Kublai sitting less than a second behind them on the soft compound tires. 2 front runners.
Jordan just went down the inside of Rudda's ghost and took the position there, up to 8th.
Jordan sitting P8. That above him, a Ferrari that he looks to push right now. Can
Great start
Righteous
for Gore, 6 positions.
Keep this position in that Red Bull? Oh, it looks like Jordan in that Silver Arrow is going to go ahead and take that position away from
Sweet
him.
Cutback.
Looks.
That was a sweet cutback by Jordan. That was beautiful.
That was a beautiful move, and he looks now to close the gap on Sir Harry. Not far from Sir
Gore
Harry.
here. He's up 6 positions, Ostro. 6 positions for Gore, and he's looking to do what he does every race.
Take off into the wind.
That lead.
Yeah, but these 3 guys seem to be right on top of each other. You know, Borat and Kublai sitting with those softer tires, I think have a chance. They have to catch up now, because if they don't, it's just all downhill from here. Jordan looks to be making up. Sir Harry seems to be off the track. He goes
Here comes Kublai on
off.
Kublai on Rogue.
Kublai in P2 is taking the position. Can he get P1? Rogue is going to lose it at the hairpin.
He sticks it.
Oh, and he looks on the small straight to stay right behind that racing Red Bull. Can he keep the distance small enough to attack on the next set of straights as they approach the final 4 turns? We are
to pull away from
ready for some action. Blase is going to actually DNF here in the other Red Bull. Don't know what happened there, but looks like he went wide. The hairpin.
That is his second DNF of the season, too.
You hate to see it. It actually appears Zeke is in the pits again. Zeke is in the pits again. This is going to be his second pit Very far, a lap down now. See what kind of pace he has in the mediums. He was on the hards initially. Kubele.
Astro, Tripsa is coming. Tripsa is coming for these guys.
Retired.
He has 12 positions.
Kubele
My
retiring.
goodness. Oh, no. Tripsa just went through his ghost. He got scared, but he's fine. He made an erratic move, but no harm.
Tripsa sitting P20 pretty low at the beginning of this race. Now sitting P7. Righteous in the other Ferrari sitting P6. His partner sitting atop the board of Gore in the Ferrari. Rogue still pushing for P2. Of the Hood in the Alfa Romeo pushing his lead here, trying to retain this podium. Lap 5 of 34. Long race to keep it, but now is the time to set the foundation to keep it going. Borat, the only one in the top 10, almost top 15, top 15, excuse me, still on the soft tires. Started on the soft tires. So it's interesting to see here. I don't know what's more impressive. What's up?
Just back from the pits here, spoke with Kubele. He said he lost his rear in turn 1 and just got a little bit of the red mist in turn 1 because he saw Rogue get ahead of him there and throttled up too hard, spun it, and just lost it, crashed it.
Oh, and it looks like Borat actually is going to go for the pit finally. Jordan in that silver arrow, taking P4 of the Hood, still sitting P3. Righteous, P5, trying to make some of those points. Cookie appears to have a 3-second time penalty in P11. Multiple
both
warnings.
Red Bulls out, man.
Both Red Bulls, in an unfortunate turn of events, seem to be out of this race, retiring for this evening. But really, the big competitors from what I remember are McLaren and Williams here. McLaren specifically is really knocking on the door of the Ferrari. So my biggest guy to look for right now is Ruta really needs to find some pace and try to meet that at least of Righteous right now.
You got to go back and forth between the telemetry data between Rogue and Gore. It's like identical. It's amazing. These guys are just matching each other right now. This is a boxing match, and one of them's waiting for the other one to flinch, make a mistake. Gore hasn't broke away like he usually does. Ruta's got the DRS. I'm sorry, Rogue, my apologies. Rogue's got the DRS again. Can he make it this time? Can he get down the inside of him? He goes to the outside. And he's not going to make it past this time. Dropping back down through the field right now. They're side by side now. Rogue is overtaking Gore.
Rogue
coming to the hairpin.
And Gore at the hairpin. What will happen in these last couple of turns of the Hood? Trying to keep up, 3 seconds behind, but Rogue and Gore fighting back and forth consistently here. Tact is going to take a 3-second time penalty, sitting P13 for multiple warnings. Of the Hood in the Alpha, sitting P3. Very, very good start for him. Jordan as well. You know, these guys seem to have really found kind of a slot. You see the gaps starting to spread between the midfield, short of Rogue and Gore, who just seem to really just kind of bobble back and forth here, Fife.
Yeah. They sure are. I'm a little further down the field now, just still riding along with Tripsa, who is still coming through the field pretty well. I really wish he had his telemetry data on. So Tripsa, if you're rewatching the stream, please set your telemetry data to public so that I can talk about you more. I don't know what he's got for tire wear. I don't know what his ERS is, but we just have to assume he's just pushing on and he's in good shape because he hasn't pitted yet, and he's made up 14 positions. 3 seconds back of Righteous right now.
Ruta's actually telemetry is popping up for me.
Ruta? No. Tripsa.
Oh, Tripsa. Excuse me. My apologies. I was like...
Tripsa on the charge to the field right now. Having an amazing drive.
An amazing race. I have to highlight, though, Righteous is holding P5 still on these hard tires. If he can make these tires, which are currently looking pretty okay, if he can make these last, 21%, 21-14 in the fronts, 21-18 in the rears. If he can make these last longer than these guys ahead of him, he might be able to pull away seriously far and gain
Yeah, you
some
think you
of
can
that
maybe make him
momentum.
stretch and get to the softs in the end? You think it's a possibility?
Maybe, we heard Kublai, and it looks like Rudda, if I read that right, might be falling out of the race. Zeke DNFing. He looks to be ghosted. I don't know what's going on with Rudda. We'll have to maybe get some info. But yeah, no, Fife, I think there's a possibility that Righteous here is going to try to ride these hards as long as he can. Rudda's having connection problems. Okay, copy that. Excuse me. Yeah, I think there's a chance. I think him and Chipsy, both Chipsy sitting P8, both on the hards. I think they have to have a reason for going out on the hards, and I think mediums aren't going to be that pace.
I'd like to take a minute here to talk about the Alpha in third, up 5 positions from the start.
What a great start from him! Yeah, I was just looking at his his little kind of thing here, his places here, position change. There we go. Tripsa 14 positions. Nile as well, 9. Cookie taking 8 positions. A lot of these guys sitting at the back, like we talked about on the on the mediums. They just kind of sandbag, so to speak. And when you see these guys really racing, I mean, their pace is absolutely phenomenal. And we see.
I mean, I'm with you. I think Righteous is onto something here, and Trips is going to be with him. He hasn't really made up much time recently. I mean, 3.3 seconds back of Righteous still. But if these two can come together, it might be beneficial.
And it looks like Rogue is actually starting to pull away here somewhat from Gore. Rogue has about a 1.7 second lead, both on the 9-lap-old mediums.
And once again, look at the telemetry stats between the two of them.
I mean, like you said, almost identical. I mean, to the tires, Gore seems to have pushed slightly more, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't think that these two guys really have an advantage over one or the other, in terms of these guys are both pushing and are both very, very close to one another in skill.
Rogue does have the ability to push off, and build those gaps as well. We've seen him do it at least once this season. I wish I could remember where. Kia, where are you?
Shout out to Kia. Kia, we miss you. Good luck with the project, buddy. If you're listening out there, if you're watching, hope to see you back here on the desk soon. On board with Jordan here.
And Chipsy's getting real close to Nile. We actually have a little battle here. Something to see.
Like Chipsy. We are on board. The final few turns before the straight. We are in Sector 3 here. He goes around. He waves hello. He is going to try to close that gap on Nile. Here he comes. The hard compound tires. Nile sitting on the mediums. Can Chipsy find the momentum and pace he needs here with DRS? DRS is going to open up right here. Can we see the overtakes in Sector 1? He's going to go in the same turn. It looks like the gap Nile has here continuing to push. Chipsy's trying to hold on. He is going to brake a little late and try to close this gap, but it looks like Nile might be able to hold on. Into the long straight we go. DRS open here. Can Chipsy make the move into the hairpin? He comes behind. He's going to come close. He is going to take the inside, but too far he goes. And Nile is going to hold the position. Chipsy back on track, but unfortunately is not going to get anything for that.
And he's fallen
hardship.
He's fallen right back into the clutches of Van Beets here, and I don't know what he was thinking down the inside.
That was cool.
I felt like I was in the front
ambitious
seat.
Move. Oh my lord. Van Beets now looking at Chipsy as his prey is in sight. The DRS zones approach that Chipsy just thought were his playground and now become Van Beets. Can Van Beets pull off the move? Chipsy could not. Meanwhile, Nile is pulling away from the two.
Jordan is pulling off the hood in here. He did great in that last DRS zone.
So many battles here in Germany. Another one unfolding before us. Jordan is going to have the DRS on of the hood. Can he make a move into the hairpin? Here it comes, the slow down. He is going to close off that inside line of the hood and Jordan on the outside is going to have to play it safe on the backside. Can he make some moves up?
Just to talk about Tripsa again, last time we checked in with Tripsa, he was 3.5 seconds back. Righteous, he is now 1.8 seconds back, Righteous, and gaining.
And that's the power of the mediums, you know.
Yep.
It's gonna be,
And
very
Righteous did
interesting
just
to
make a
see.
mistake.
Righteous looked to be pressured by Tripsa, who almost goes off there a little wide. Sees the blood red of that Ferrari in front of him and wants blood himself. Looks like Jordan might try to make a move here into the DRS zones of Sector 1. He is going to full throttle pull. Jordan actually going a little too full throttle. Going to get a 3-second penalty. Goes a little wide there on the track, but he is right under of the hood. Will he prevail this time around? The DRS zone is right there. He is looking to close in, but I think here of the hood might just have the advantage.
Now Chipsy has found his way back to Niall.
Looks like Van Beet's not far behind either. These three guys all looking here to attack one another. Borat as well on the slightly less degraded medium tires, 7 laps old, as opposed to the 12 laps of the rest of his compatriots in the places 9 through 1 above him. Niall, Chipsy, and Van Beets all very close. It looks like Jordan and Jordan and Of the Hood continue this back and forth battle for P3 podium. So sweet, and these points are so important for both these guys. And it looks like both
Kriegs has left the session.
Both of the Racing Points have left the session, as well as the Red Bulls. Lots of DNFs here, but it looks like...
That's not a DNF for Kriegs yet, I don't think. It seems he's just disconnected.
He's just disconnected. Copy that. We will have to... Oh, he has rejoined here. It looks like Jordan is going to get the outside line. Will Of the Hood hold the inside? Jordan is going to close the door and hold the position. Of the Hood not far behind. I keep looking at the alphas. But Jordan
Tripsa
making
made
the
pass
move.
on Righteous, and he makes it on the cutback through the hairpin. I don't know if you caught that.
I was on board with Jordan and Of the Hood, but Righteous and Tripsa, another battle to be fought. Chipsy as well, fighting Niall, finally into the hairpin.
Oh, the
making
battles
the
right now. There's at
move.
least 3.
Stick here. Can it stick as long as Chipsy needs on the medium, on the hard compounded tire? Holy moly, carnage across the track. P1 through P17, anarchy across it all. Here comes Tripsa right behind that of Righteous, the DRS zone. It looks like Gore,
And Gore is in the pits
in
finally.
the pits.
And he's
He
on the
is
way out.
on the hard compound of tires. Righteous now the Ferrari on top, sitting P3. Tripsa looking to take podium away from him, but can he do it? Into the DRS zone they go. He is closing fast. He's going to go on the inside. Looks like Righteous is defenseless on the hard compound. Tripsa is going to take the inside, hold that position, and they are off to the DRS zone.
And that's his 15th position made up if you don't count pit stops right now.
What an incredible race here for Tripsa. Jordan as well, sitting P2, now finding a little bit of room as far as the front runners go. There is a Ghost in front of him, but he has a 9-second gap to Jordan, a little bit of clean air. Maybe he can push and try to close that gap. Woo!
Further back, Babushka gaining some ground on Van Beets. He's closed right up on him, actually. So Van Beets, Sir Harry Hotspurs, and Babushka all together. Although I must be getting some sort of information interval was wrong. It's telling me Sir Harry Hotspurs 4 seconds ahead of Van Beets.
Yeah,
I see them together on my screen.
They are together. I see Van Beets is a second slower than Sir Harry on my data here. It looks like Tripsa is going to pit here. He's going to go out on the hard again.
Now Righteous is on the hard, so he...
Righteous is just trying to make these last as long as he can. He is currently sitting at 44.29% front tires, 43.38 rears. So not looking super great, but if he drives conservatively, he can try and extend those. But Gore, actually, with that pit stop, such a lead ahead of the pack, he actually came out behind his teammate. And he is on the much newer, probably much faster, very soon, tires here. So we'll have to see if the team play comes in at all. You know, we were talking about the team play from the Renaults, maybe the Red Bulls. The Red Bulls. The Ferraris here can play nice. Jordan's going to go ahead and pit here. Going on the hards as well. It looks like most of these guys are going to come out on the hards. We'll see how long
and
they can.
And Rogue did finally go in, and he came out ahead of Righteous. 0.3 seconds. Woo.
Yeah, I mean, Rogue was so far in the distance, but just like that, Righteous and Rogue on his door. Less than 2 seconds from the first three. Jordan trying to close that gap. About 8 seconds behind them. The two Alphas sitting P5 and 6 of the Hood and Chipsy. Borat in the Williams looking to score some points for his team. He is currently sitting P7, but on the medium tires as well. So we will see if he can maybe pass up Chipsy here on the older, less grippy tires. But not far behind is Tripsa. So lots of potential craziness. Oh, Jordan seems to have left the session. Hopefully he will be able to make a return. Currently sitting P4. It is unfortunate that Of the Hood is on his doorstep looking to take that position here. So we'll see how fast Jordan Bot really is. So if you're Righteous sitting P2 right now, Fife, okay? You got 17 laps on these hards. How long because we have the telemetry in front of us, how long do you think you try and push these? Because if he pits now, because if he pushes, I mean, he could even pit now, and it would be okay. And it looks like Gore, as I said, on the newer compound, is going to get ahead of his teammate. 17 laps versus 3, that makes a lot of difference. Of the Hood also appearing to leave the session. Lots of connection issues or something of that sort. But Jordan returning triumphantly for his team. Mercedes here trying to score some points.
He's just trying to get by Of the Hood's Ghost right now. He's inside of him. Of the Hood's going to rejoin. Jordan's going to want to back off. I hope he sees this. Well, it'll probably keep them ghosted as long as they're together here. But you don't want to get caught inside of the Alpha.
No, when Of the Hood comes back. Ruda seems to have come back, and he is fighting with that of the Haas. He is going to try to make a move. Figlin is going to retire.
Jordan made it through safely. I don't know what happened to Fig. Let me see if he's in team radio anyway.
Ruda looks to make a move. Oh, Righteous goes in for a pit stop. He is going to leave on the mediums. So, not the softs, but I don't think we're going to see him in pit lane again. And he's going to come out P7 in front of Tripsa behind Borat.
From pit lane, the Williams, Figlin's no longer in chat, but it seems he may have spun, Borat thinks. His teammate thinks he might have spun.
Copy that. We will have to maybe find a little bit of info. It looks like Borat, speaking of his teammate, is making a move on those newer medium tires on the Alpha of Chipsy. And here comes Righteous with brand new tires saying, "Hello boys, I'm here and ready for a battle." Will they hold the positions, or will that of the ferocious Ferrari take the positions again? Here they come into the smallest of the three straights, into the final set of corners. They are looking to group up for this DRS zone. Who will make the move on who? Oh man, this
just interesting.
This is so wild. Ahead of them, Jordan of the Hood.
Chipsy's going. Chipsy's pitting. Chipsy's pitting.
Looks like Chipsy is going to go ahead and pit on those old tires. 18 laps on the hards. We will see what he comes out with. Tripsa is going to be ahead of him now. Chipsy sitting P8 also in the pit lane. Oh, we just talked about that. Righteous. He is going to make that place up. He is right on the tail of Borat. Will he be able to make the move? 1 versus 14 tells me he just might be able to. There he goes. Wheel to wheel. He is going to take the outside, cut in front of, and retake the driving line himself. We will see what Borat can do to try and make up those places. Woo! Man, this is just an action-packed race today here, Fife.
Yes, and I'm sorry, but Rogue is in first right now.
We tagged on right as he might have gone a little wide. We might need to check the replay on that, but regardless of that, he is sitting on fresher tires with a 3.1 second gap to the closest racer. Babushka in P13 now, going to overtake that of the Haas, but they look to continue this battle into the last couple of corners. Here comes Sir Harry, not far behind, on board with him. Will he be able to make a move in the next couple of turns? Let's see.
We're getting some real big gaps spreading out here, some real spreading of the field. Chipsy's close to Ruda.
Up in P9, Chipsy looks to close the door on Ruda. Here into the long DRS straight we go. He looks to close. He is going to go on the outside. Ruda on the hard compound tire. Chipsy on those brand new mediums. He is going to have the pace. He is just so much quicker on the outside there. Ruda looks to try and hold the position but cannot. We will have to see what pace he can, head down and pull through. See if he can find Chipsy a little later. Gore taking a 3-second time penalty up in P2. Van Beets as well, taking a 3-second time penalty. Lots of penalties here, boys.
Borat's pitting here. Finally coming in.
Borat pitting after 15 laps on those, 16 laps on those medium compound tires. As we go in, it looks to be medium compound again. He will end the race on. And he is going to come out behind of Chipsy and Ruda. Ruda. The R's of McLaren. The other R of McLaren Rogue currently sitting P1 with now a 4.04 second gap. Sitting on the hard tires, he is just cruising. Back in the pack, we do see that of Chipsy, Ruda, and Borat still grouping up. The battles through these turns are important. We see here in the back, though, battle between the Haas of Harry and Babushka back and forth. Harry going to take a 3-second time penalty. Looks like he went a little wide there.
Meanwhile, Niall's having a look at Van Beets as well.
Niall.
So both the Toro Rostos here
goes
with the Renaults.
Little wide here. He is going to run off on the attack on Van Beets, but he is back in the groove. Can he find it? Van Beets closing, playing it safe, playing it defensive, and making sure he is on the fastest possible line to try and get that DRS zone as far away from his competitor as possible, but it does not work. Here comes Niall. He is behind the Renault. Van Beets goes into the first turn, but the long DRS straight. Will we see the battle? Can Van Beets pull away? It looks like he might be able to keep this distance. Here he comes into the turn. Van Beets has enough space. Niall is going to brake very late, go on the outside, but Van Beets, playing it defensive, is going to hold that position.
Oh, 3-second time penalty for Rogue. That's huge right now for that.
Rogue sitting P1 with a 3-second time penalty. That makes it a 1 point.
Just over a second.
3 seconds to him and that of Gore in P2. If Gore can make up that time without any penalties of his own, he will end up becoming the champion of this round. Round 6. What better way at the halfway to set a message, to set a precedent? I'm here,
right.
and I'm here to win. Yet, that's right.
I'm still in this, Gore, you know. Don't count me out just yet. So Niall and Van still looking at each other. Sir Harry and Babushka are still together.
Man, I have not talked this much in a long time. Woo!
Let me ask you, the race ends right now.
Right.
Who's your driver of the day?
Oh, man. I think Of the Hood has been really impressive for me. I've seen some good moves. Tripsa, though, for me, I think takes the bread.
Well, I'd like to also point out that Jordan has been up 8 positions in 3rd place to get that podium.
Jordan has had
one
one heck of a race. I would have to agree with that as well. There are so many guys who have had some great showings today.
I'm taking notes tonight on my phone over here so that I actually can contribute to the interview process and everything.
Oh, that is...
thumbs up, Fife.
There you go.
So,
good stuff,
I've got notes on a couple of drivers. Like, we're not going to get to interview all these guys. It's just some good stuff happening out on track tonight. You know, Germany delivering the goods tonight, boys.
Germany always is a place of magic. I mean, you know, when I started watching Formula One, one of my favorite tracks was Germany just because it was always so crazy. Doesn't matter. And speaking of crazy, we see Of the Hood and Righteous very close to one another. Looks to be some battling going on here for P4. Will Righteous
and
be
Borat's
able...
going to come through. I'm sorry to interrupt there, but Borat also on Ruda.
Borat on Ruda in 8th place here. The battle for the McLaren and the Williams continues. Looks like Borat's going to hold.
I thought I heard a sound. I thought I heard a clunk.
Oh, and Niall actually going a little wide there, but he looks to hold the position. Van Beets is going to actually take it. Niall having a little bit of a hesitation there, rejoining the track, as well as Sir Harry and Babushka. Absolute anarchy between these drivers today, especially at that hairpin. That hairpin is just action central. Speaking of action, here we go into the long straight for Of the Hood and Righteous. Looks like Righteous has lost a little bit of distance there, but still on the grippier, the softer of the two compounds, and newer as well. So we'll see if he can make a move here soon, Fife.
What do the tire situation look like for between Rogue and Gore right now?
So, Ruda and Borat actually, Ruda's going to go on the outside, a little switcheroo, and take the position from Borat on the hard tires, no less. What a great move by Ruda. Speaking of great moves, here comes Niall and Van Beets. Van Beets and Niall again in the hairpin. Back and back, to and fro, yin and yang. But it looks like Van Beets is going to win this time around. Niall on the 1 lap newer hard tires is going to try.
Ruda's got a bit of slide. Sorry to interrupt there, but Borat's not ready to give up his battle against Ruda. And Ruda just had a big slide there. His rears must not be feeling that great.
It looks like here that the degradation is decently high on the rears. They are a little warm.
But Borat's also got to be careful himself. Those mediums aren't exactly fresh.
No, it's true. Those mediums aren't as new as they once were. Aren't as grippy as they once were. We will have to see what the pace is like of Righteous. I think overall, I think he's kind of my big guy to watch.
He did pass off the hood there while we were watching others.
Yeah, he has made some moves, but we'll have to see if he can close this door. Jordan sitting 15
Listen, at the front of the pack here.
from...
At the front of the race, I don't know if Rogue is getting held up by the ghosting of back markers, but Gore is starting to close the gap down.
Gore.
He was 2.8 seconds last time I looked. He is now 1.4 seconds back of Rogue.
Oh my lord. Could the computer be holding the leader up? It looks like Rogue might try to make a pass, but just can't get past that computer. But here comes Gore, not far behind, 1.6 seconds. That has some potential for some very end race anarchy there, I will tell ya. I mean, I think that Gore definitely has the chance to catch up to Rogue before the end of this race. 6 laps to go.
And further back, Babushka, Niall, Van Beets, Babushka, Harry Hotspurs, these guys are still fighting back there. I'm watching the time gaps, and
non-stop, these
giving up.
guys are trading places. It is not the battle for first. It is the battle for pride. Who is faster than who? Who can bring the victory home for their
who's got the same amount of penalties? I'm trying to figure it out in real time.
Who can do it all? Oh, and it looks like Niall's trying to make a move on Van Beets. He's going to go to the outside. Van Beets is going to take the inside line, but he is going to lose the line. A little bit of slide there from Niall. Niall is going to go ahead and still hold the position, but a very close little maneuver there. Van Beets getting close. Oh, it looks like there might be some contact, but some wheel-to-wheel action, if nothing else. They appear to both be off the track. Niall and Van Beets with a collision. They are off. And Sir Harry and Tact fly by there on screen. What a tragedy.
Virtual race standings at the lead here. Something I'm just figuring out is that Gore is actually 4.7 seconds back of our leader right now with penalties.
I was wondering about that. Yeah.
Gore has 6, Rogue has 3, so you cancel them out, and that gives Gore just a 3-second penalty, so
right,
4.5
so
seconds back right now.
4.5, yeah. And now Gore, as we were talking about Rogue being the one who was held up, it appears now that Gore is in the same predicament here. He is being held down. He's going to get the DRS zone, so maybe having a little robot help here. Oh, Gore going to take another 3 seconds.
Gets another penalty.
The corner cut there we were on board with that I believe sealed the deal.
He's got to be careful. He's going to fall back into the clutches of Jordan if he's not
And Jordan looks to possibly have the pace.
Well, Jordan has a 3 seconds as well, though.
But what? So if you have, so what? That's still...
He's 15 seconds back of Gore with his penalties, but then you got to factor in Gore's penalties.
So it's like 4 seconds.
I think he's relatively safe right now, Gore. I think he's about... 4 seconds, I believe.
4 seconds kind of either way, it appears.
Righteous, though, with no penalties. So Jordan with 3 seconds. So that puts Righteous 4.2 seconds back from him.
And Righteous has the potential, I think, to make this pace up really, truly. I mean, the mediums, they're faster, but maybe not. I mean, 11 laps old, and we only have four laps left in this race here, Fife. I mean, these guys need to get a move on, you know?
I think it's safe to say our standings look relatively safe as they are right now with our penalties.
It'll be interesting to see in the last couple of laps how high some of these emotions run. We've seen a couple spins, most notably that of of Niall and Van Beets, who were going toe-to-toe for a minute. So hopefully we can... see some action, but some action that doesn't end in tragedy, as it did for those guys in no longer in the points. Looks like Gore now has passed that of Krieg. So he will look to try and close down now that gap on Rogue. 2 laps just about here to go, as we are on board here with Rogue in the McLaren. Rogue in the McLaren, excuse me. He looks to hold on to provisional pole here as he rounds the final 2 turns. Turn 17 there, waving to the fans. See the Renault ahead of him. What a hectic fight at the beginning for a lot of these guys to have calmed down in such a fashion here in the later stages.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think like who we're going to interview here, because this is we do things a little differently here. We don't interview the top three per se. We interview just who we want to interview with the commentators, and I want to talk to a couple of people tonight. Definitely Rogue for sure.
No,
First person will be pulling in here after the race
Rogue.
in a couple of laps.
So as we see the last couple of laps around Hockenheim here, it looks like Gore is going to try and make up some room, but I do not know if he will on those 17-lap old hards have the pace to catch that of Rogue, sitting 1.2 seconds ahead of him. Jordan is just cruising at this point. I think he's pretty safely hanging out here in P3. Great race from him. I mean, great.
So many people had a great race tonight.
This has been a phenomenal showing from these guys. I love Germany. It's just, fastly becoming one of my favorite tracks. And at the penultimate lap here, Gore less than a second behind the leader. As I prophesized, the last couple of laps might be ones to watch. Less than a second behind the leader into the hairpin. Gore's going to look. He's not going to be able to make a move. But can he catch up on board with him? Rogue looks to try and keep his lead. Just over a lap left as we are in the last handful of turns here in Hockenheim. 0.6 seconds behind the leader. But we will have to see if he can make up any sort of ground, as well as possibly try to pass if he has any hopes of retaining the position.
Again, their telemetry, like they have the same amount of ERS for Christ's sakes. These two guys.
Absolutely
all night long.
Bonkers, man. And the last lap begins here in Germany. What will we see between these two guys up front? On board with Gore. It looks like Rogue has a awkward exit there, but Gore has a bit of a lockup himself. They are going down into the main back straight DRS zone into the hairpin. Doesn't look like Gore is going to have any sort of move here. He's going to go on the inside. He has a great exit of the turn. Less than 5/10, but can he continue to push? He has so few turns left. It's going to come down to the wire here.
Front left there.
It's going to come down to the wire. Can he? Gore spins!
What happened?
Oh my lord, he goes wide, but he manages to pull car back on track. 19 laps old, 0.3 seconds left. Can he make a move? He is right on Rogue's tail. He's going to go for the inside. Rogue is going to close the door, but they have one turn left. Can he do it? Rogue's going to hold it. There's contact. Rogue spins, but he is going to catch it, and it looks like Gore is going to finish P2. Jordan finishing behind him.
Tripsa passed off the hood. Tripsa goes by off the hood and finishes in 5th, up 15 positions from the start.
Oh, but will up the hood try to come back. It looks like Tripsa might be able to hold it. Of the hood doesn't look like he's going to have a way back into this race. Righteous is about to cross the finish line. There he is sitting P4. Here comes Tripsa sitting P5. Fantastic from him. Of the hood. Ruda not far behind these gentlemen. He is going to say hello. Turn 17 waves hello to the crowd as you see the flags gracefully waving in the wind. He is going to end P7 there. P8 of Borat tacked coming around turns 16 and 17 to end his race. P9, and rounding out the points is going to be Babushka in the Toro Rosso, and he will round out those 10. Gypsy in the Alpha going to end P11. Good battles from him. I'm sad to see him, fall a couple places, but overall, what a race, man.
Yeah.
What
He spent it all
a
last
race.
week. He was driver of the day last week. He spent it all last
Globals
week.
Racing, I want to just appreciate that so much, man. And we appreciate the Tier 1 sub, and we hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. So we will...
don't forget to scroll through the race director penalties for us at the end of stream here.
Copy that.
And then we will be grabbing Rogue, I think Gore, and I'd like to talk to Tripsa.
Yeah, no, I'd love to.
Yeah, so we'll wait till you scroll through the penalties, and then we'll drag them in.
We will get this all squared away, guys. Thank you so much for joining us here at the German Grand Prix here in Hockenheim, Season 3, Round 6 of the Tier 1. Of the Tier 1 here. Incidents.
Let me know once you've captured the penalties, and I will get our first interviewee.
Yep, going through the incidents here. Okie dokie.
Okay, Boring has no mic, so...
Okie dokie. Well, we got all of those. So we are now headed to talk to some of the drivers, I guess.
Sure thing. All right, here's Rogue. Good evening, Rogue.
Hi there, man. Great race, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, man, nice win. So, what I wanted to talk to you about first things first was your pit stop. Like, good God, that was an incredible pit stop. You came out 2/10 ahead of Righteous on that pit stop.
What was the thought process?
Was that the lap you wanted to go on? I mean...
No, I didn't want to go on 6. I knew I was planning on going on 15, but originally before the race started, I was going to let Ruda go 15 because I knew I could do at least 16 laps. I mean, it's not your tires won't explode doing that. So, but I was going to pit lap 15 since his internet was, or his connection to Steam was really bad. That race he disconnected 3 times or something.
Yeah, he was in and out for sure. His bot kept up pretty decently though.
Yeah, I would say he had fast laps. So.
No, yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't go in the pits on lap 15, which I was originally going to do to protect from the undercut, but I couldn't. Jeff told me no, so I wasn't taking any chances. So I just stuck it out for one more lap and tried to push and got the lights right on the pit stop. Got out pretty quick. I knew I was gonna be ahead of Gore. I didn't think I would be ahead of Righteous, but I'll take it.
And so, what does this mean, being so close in the standings? You being not only second place in the standings, but also McLaren as a team, very, very close to Ferrari. So, what does this win mean for you guys and you, Rogue, as in your championship, run here?
Another step, getting back up to Gore. Definitely had some races that haven't been in my favor, whether it's pit stop strategy or just messing up quali or stuff like that, like the other races this season. But yeah, just keeping it. If I can have more races like this where I do all that I need to do, I think it'll be a good last quarter of the season.
No, yeah, it was a phenomenal race, man.
Yeah, and good luck.
Yeah, good luck. We appreciate it, man, and we'll see you back on there on track pretty soon, all right?
All right, have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
All right, next up we're going to have W. Gore. All right, we got to go to his channel. Well, I was going to talk to Righteous after anyhow, but we'll talk to you first, Gore. So, great race, man. That was an incredible race. Just the back and forth, how at the end there you were 3.3 seconds back, and we thought that was it. We thought the gap was going to hold, and then you pulled it back at the end of the race. It was so close the whole time, and something that we did notice on stream was you and Gore, the whole race, your telemetry was identical, man. It was insane to watch.
It was absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, Rogue was definitely faster, and I was thinking there was a little hope when I got past him, and then Kublai got past him, but Kublai, with his great soft strategy that always works, threw him into the wall, and he died. And so out the window went that little buffer. And then I tried the undercut, but I didn't want to push the tires and have nothing left at the end, which was obviously the wrong call. And I got too many penalties. in turn one, two of which I'm blaming Kriegs for, sitting there on the racing line with his ghosted car, but it wouldn't have made a difference. Rogue was faster, and I'm sure he was easing off a bit at the end. But yeah, no, it was a fun first stint and then kind of a lonely second stint, but overall a good race.
Yeah, no, for sure. I have a question actually for both you guys. I'm talking about strategy. Righteous, your pitch strategy seemed to be very, very different from that of most of your fellow racers here. So as a team, what was that process kind of like in deciding that you were going to go on such a different tire strategy than most of these other guys?
When I didn't qualify in the top 10, I decided I would start on the hards. I was going to qualify on the mediums anyway, because if I qualified on the softs, I would have been, in the top few positions for sure.
Right, no, of course. We highlighted
and
that
starting
for
on the
sure.
softs, just not something I want to do around here. So I went for a medium. Didn't get a top 10 time, but I feel like it worked out in the end because.
I mean, you made up 10 positions at one point. I think maybe it was only 8 at the end of the race, but you were strong early and mid-race.
No,
it was good.
yeah, I mean, throughout the race, there were definitive high points all the way around, man.
Well, I did get a little lucky with a bunch of people having some issues in the first few turns, just spinning out in front of me, and my goal was not to have a repeat of last week and just stay clean and steady and see what happens. And the week before.
And then the week before that, and the week before that, yeah.
No, the week before was Monaco. That was all right.
Right.
Anyway.
Yes.
So,
anyway, yes.
Ferrari
We
drivers.
just wanted to say congratulations to you guys, Team Ferrari, and best of luck to you both in the second half of the season. It's been really fun watching so far the first half of the season. We've been having a lot of fun with it.
It's been a blast to watch.
Belgium? Oh, rest in peace.
All right, we're going to go to
everybody
another
else.
channel, and we're going to interview one more person.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
So, Jordan, what's up, man? Congratulations.
Jordan, congratulations, man. One
Thanks,
heck of a
guys.
drive.
Thank you.
So, unfortunately, you kind of had a lonely third place there. You were out on track by yourself. 13 seconds back to Gore at one point, and maybe 5 or 6 seconds back, and you were just cruising. But, I mean, you made up 8 positions in the race, so we just wanted to say congratulations. It was a great drive for you, even though, you kind of drove alone for the second half of the race.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, the dudes at front are they're in another league compared to me, but
They're wicked.
I'm just glad I got good points.
So,
Yeah,
Jordan,
congratulations.
as a driver, remind me where you started on the grid.
Sheesh, I think it was 11th.
So from a driver in P11, right? So to go from P11 to P3, is no small feat. Specifically, I mean, in this league, you just highlighted the caliber of your fellow racers. So what was like the game plan? What was the mentality? Was it, sit back and wait, let lap 1 carnage happen and just see if I can hold on in P11 and just squeeze by? Or did you have like a game plan going in? What was your kind of thought process there?
Oh, so for sure I wanted things to settle down. After that, I just started being aggressive, and thankfully I got up there, and some people retired.
No, yeah, we saw a number of retirements, unfortunately, but I mean, understandable things happen. You guys are out there pushing 130%. So, sometimes it's just the way it is. But man, you had one great race.
Thank you guys. Shout out to D's Grills. He's a beast.
Nice.
Later, boy. Have a good night. All right, Astro. Well, great stream, man.
All
It was a
right.
pleasure working with you tonight. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you so much, and thank you to everyone still watching. We will be back Friday. We are going to do a little fun race, so stay tuned for that. Some info might be out soon.
Yep. It's 9 p.m. Friday night. As always, it'll be streamed and casted, and it is a keyboard-only race.
Keyboard only. I've
Yep.
been
There's going to be
thinking
a
about
lot of booze
names.
flowing, a lot of laughs. It's going to be hilarious.
It's going to be a great time. It's going to be an absolute blast. So we hope you guys can join us Saturday. Be back here 3 p.m. for F22.
with
Sunday,
Astro and Fife.
Yeah, Astro and Fife, same crew. Come back, see us. We love you. We love your friends. We love everybody. And then Sunday to end it all, another day of racing with me behind the wheel, unfortunately.
Me too.
Yeah,
Join us for Tier 2.
Tier 2
Sunday night.
Madness Sunday night. So guys,
From France, I believe.
yes, France. I can't wait.
Yes.
The great
Vive la France.
the great turn, the great circle. I know someone's gonna crash. Someone's gonna go wide and just not stop. I can already see it. But from us here at Arc Racing, thank you guys so much. We hope you enjoy Fife. I had a blast. And you guys stay safe out there.
Good night.
Night, guys.